Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Haley. I'm a cashless budgeter, recent graduate, and caregiver who is working on her relationship with finances as well as working towards financial freedom. If that's something you're interested in watching, please leave a like, comment, subscribe down below, and let's get into the video. Hey guys, so first of all, you guys are seeing this after Valentine's. Sorry about that, but happy belated Valentine's Day. I hope you guys enjoyed your day, weekend, time with loved ones and friends. Me personally, honestly, my friends and I, we just shared kind of like a Galentine's Day type deal where we hung out, watched TV, and ate discounted chocolate. So, um, that's just what we like to do, whether we're actually dating or not. It's irrelevant. It's a yearly tradition, and we just decided to keep it up. So, I hope you guys enjoyed your time with whoever, wherever. So for this check, this would be my first check I received in February. If you guys don't know or didn't see my update from my last video, budgeting video, January was a magic month for me, so all of my checks and paydays have been pushed back. Some, or it feels as though they've been pushed back. So my video uploads will also feel as though they've been pushed back because of when I actually get my check. That's for one. For two, some channel updates. I have made community posts about them, but just in case you haven't seen them. For one, related to my Ko-Fi shop, all of my uploads, downloads, well, what I upload and what you can download on Ko-Fi are freebies and will be freebies. If there's a listing that's not listed as a freebie, please let me know, because I haven't made any membership tiers or anything for more complicated challenges. I honestly just want you guys to be able to download them and enjoy them, which is why I'm making all of my challenges freebies that I post on there. So yeah, feel free to go check it out if you'd like to. That's one. For two, as of right now, I'm happy to say this channel has reached 500 subscribers. I want to thank you guys again so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing your journey, encouraging me as I encourage you. It's a really touching moment, and YouTube likes to play with your feelings. For those of you who make videos, you know that, the subscriber count can be a certain way, but if someone doesn't watch a video immediately, whatever, YouTube takes it off and then they add them back on, and it looks like a yo-yo, as far as subscribers on a chart goes. But we're finally over 500, I think, as I'm posting this. It is. Hopefully it stays that way. It doesn't dip again. But yeah, for that, there will be a giveaway, but I also wanted to do a giveaway. I can't speak now. Wow, I also want to do a giveaway for reaching 1,000 public watch hours, which is different than the regular watch hours in YouTube land. So we're very close to the second one, so I'll probably do all of those at one time. And if you guys don't know, March is my birthday month. So I was planning on doing the 500 subscriber giveaway at the beginning of March, give people a week or two to enter, and then do the giveaway officially. Just so you guys know, the giveaway would be 2 gift cards, one for Etsy, one for Amazon. And I'm also working on freebie challenges to upload onto my Ko-Fi shop that everyone can have access to and or decide to participate in. So all that is in the works. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up just in case. And yeah, third thing, actually related to the second thing, in terms of watch hours, I have made a Run It basically playlist of all of my videos. I tried to add new videos to it, at least within the hour or two of uploading them, if I can. So YouTube doesn't show it as a private video and then magically have it show up. But anyways, there is a Run It playlist. I'll leave it in the description as well. If you guys would like to just listen to my videos, have them in the background, mute them, put them on 2x speed. Either way you decide to do that, I'd appreciate it. And yeah, let's actually get into my budget with me. I think that's all the updates I have, unless I think of something. If I do, I'll just add in the description or add it in the front of this video. But regardless, we're going to get into the actual budget. So the first check of February, it brought in a net of $1,003.34. I took off $50.34 to go into my buffer, as well as other bills I do not track here on YouTube. So that gave me a total of $953 that we're actually going to budget here. on the sheet. All right, moving down. Student loan update I've mentioned previously, but is actually set in stone as of right now. Both of my student loans are in a general forbearance due to the whole safe plan injunctions going on. So what I've decided to do is focus all of my funds and extra funds towards my largest loan. It also is my highest interest rate loan, which is my Direct Plus loan, until interest starts accruing. And then I will shift this $235, which is my Stafford loan payment, I will shift it back up to that loan once interest starts accruing, and my budgeted line items will keep going as such. My extra payments I do for my part-time will continue to go to my largest loan until I can either get it to a point where I can pay it down in full or just pay it off within a couple of months, and then shift all that extra plus the $500 I usually put towards my direct loan to my Stafford loan to get that loan gone. That method, I guess in general, is considered a debt avalanche method. I have no real preference because doing that snowball is net debt avalanche, with my loans came around the same time frame of when I could get them done. However, due to this injunction pauses happening and no interest accruing, I wanted to get my principal for my largest loan down closer to my Stafford loan so that I can cut down the amount of time that'll take for me to pay off these loans. Or at least, bare minimum, have less of it taken out of my check to actually pay them. So, with all of that, I moved the Stafford 1 loan payment of $235 down here to my Direct Plus loan and paid $235. This $735 in total, I keep budgeted in my budget. And so the only time I include or consider extra payments to be my avalanche payments are from my part-time, or if we had, like last month, a magic month check. All right, or birthdays or any celebration, stuff like that. So, $235 went to my Direct Plus loan principal balance. And then moving on to tithes, my check came in, 10% of this was about $5 higher than what I budgeted. So I added the $5 to my tithes to be $195 for the month. Household went up to $368. So that was plus $48, and I am going to highlight that. And that is not because any of my balances went up. If you guys saw my last budgeting video, I had a lot of random urgent care visits for my finger and another one for sinus and allergies and whatnot. So this extra $48 actually went into my care credit account, which again, I do not have any medical debt on my care credit card, but I have a bucket for it so I can put money in there, accrues interest, and then when I do have medical visits, or when my mom has medical visits, or if my dog has medical visits or needs something or whatever, I just use that card to get points, and then the amount that I spent gets drafted out of that bucket in my savings account. That makes any sense. So this $48 extra is really just to build it back up from my last urgent care visit, which my copay I think was $50. So I just had money to try to build that back up. All right. Personal bill $35 has not changed at all. And then insurance comes out of my second check, and there was no other unexpected that came out of this check. All right, my variable weekly spending and biweekly auto drafts I have not changed. These I tally at the end of the month. My Roth IRA gets paid out of my second check, so we'll skip that. New section I have added to my budget, skip this up a little bit, is my impulse intervention posts. If you guys have seen on my community tab, anytime I am tempted to buy something that I do not need or have reasons at the end I don't need to buy, and thus far it's mostly been either Etsy or Amazon purchases. I'm trying to break out of the habit of scrolling, especially if I'm bored, or I have I'm not an impulsive buyer, but I have impulsive tendencies that once I'm committed to something, I need everything in a bag of chips, really, to get it done. Especially when it comes to hobbies. And I'm trying to learn to be less impulsive with that I'm building into it. Just like here on YouTube, I am building into all of this. So I don't need every single challenge known to man, even though they all are very cute and I'm sure are very helpful. I'm trying to stick with using challenges I already have, or freebies that I make, or freebies that any of my other friends here on YouTube make. So, with all that being said, I'm not telling you not to shop from anybody, or if you want to, go ahead, you do you. This is just me challenging myself, and not being so impulsive when it comes to purchases with hobbies. With that being said, I added this impulse intervention section to keep myself accountable as we go on, and also keep track in total, because I want to tally at the end of the year how much I actually end up saving. Because when I don't spend whatever the impulse intervention amount was, when I don't spend it, I either make community posts and let you guys vote on it, or I just send it to a related savings bucket. For example, there was something I wanted for home decor that I don't need. That was like $22, so I sent that $20 to my future home fund. I didn't feel the need to make a post about that because it was pretty straightforward what it was for. So I put that into my savings. Recently was a $12 over budget purchase, which we'll actually get to in my expenses, that I let you guys vote on, and it got put into my grocery buffer. So things of that nature. I'm trying to keep this as interactive as possible to not only share the idea with you guys, but as well as keep myself accountable. So the month of January, the impulse intervention total was $14 that got sent to savings. February is a work in progress, and I'll tally that up at the end of the month as well. All right. So we're going to get into my sinking funds and savings breakdowns. And sorry if I'm still clearing my throat. I am feeling better. However, still kind of itchy. So if I cough or clear my throat, I'm so sorry. And I'm trying not to while I'm doing this. But, okay, so this first check, my monthly mandatories, I originally budgeted to have $30 go to my sinking funds, or across my sinking funds, and $30 to go into my car, my home envelopes, and the home insurance / property tax challenge are from my second check, so I don't do those during this check. So I'm going to mark off C1 because they didn't get anything. However, looking at the balances of my revolving funds versus my car savings and my recent medical visits, some of my envelopes were depleted a bit further than I would like them to be. So what I decided was to not put anything in my car binder this go around, which I can tolerate to do. The only thing I have coming up that's car related is paying for my property taxes, and that's all the way in July. And I've already saved for this year. So I do have a car maintenance checkup, I guess would be, but that's for my oil filter, which I can have changed myself versus going to a dealership, so I don't need to go to a dealership to do that. So I already have money for that as well. So I decided to take the money from, or what was allocated towards my car binder, and put it towards my sinking funds. So that'd be $60 in total going to my sinking funds, and skipping car for now. So then moving down to my long-term savings, my emergency fund, budget the same, $60 every month. My future home and travel challenges are both challenges I focus on, if I can, during my second check, so none of them got anything from the first. And the same $60 I budgeted to go to my emergency fund. Alright. I think that's it. So I'm going to double check my math to make sure I'm not forgetting anybody and that this zeroes out to our zero-based budget. So we had $953 that we're working with once I took out personal bills that I don't track here. So that'll be $235 for my student loans, $195 for tithes, $368 went to household. Personal bill I do track on here, got it $35. All these come out of spending, and then $60 going to my sinking funds, and then $60 to my emergency fund. So that gives us a zero for our zero-based budget. All right, and then going over expenses very quickly, I did have my tax filing, which I mentioned in my Magic Month budgeting video, of putting that money back. So that came out of my sinking funds. So yes, it was planned, and I rounded it up to $96, even though it wasn't. And I replaced that with the 100 from my Magic Month check and my tax refund, and putting those together. So that was already cleared out. Family dinner. I went over. This is actually the purchase I went over by $12. It was planned, so I put yes, but I wasn't planning to include the amount of people originally. We were going to go for lunch, but the day ran away from us, so we ended up getting the dinner prices, which are slightly higher than lunch ones. So even though we got the same order, the amount was slightly more because it's dinner platters, but the cost also went up too. So that's where $12 came from. So that's why it's a yes, no, or no, yes, as a planned purchase. So rounding up in total, it came to $53, which is $12 over what I originally budgeted for. All right, and that got sent to my, that $12 got sent to my grocery buffer, which you guys will probably end up seeing later. Alrighty, so savings rate, I'm working with the income of $1,003. We mark off the 34 cents. This is from check 1. So overall, I put $120 from this check into savings, which is about 11.96% of my overall check. Between those two, $6 went into what I consider my revolving or monthly mandatory funds, and $60 went into my long-term, which is half of 11.96. That's what, 5.9 something percent? 5.98%. Okay. You guys, don't think I'm doing this off the top of my head. I wrote this down. I'm just trying to remember what I wrote down. So, yeah, it's about 5.98% of my total income that went to both of these. All right. So that is it for my first check monthly budget. If you made it this far, please leave a heart of any color down in the comment section below. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments as well. I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you stick around for me to actually cash stuff my savings from this check. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a blessed evening, night, day, wherever you are in the world, and see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.